Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to today's Yin Yoga practice. So today we are going to have a practice which is going to relax your mind and open some areas of your body. We are going to explore Scott pose, dangling pose, deer pose, which is going to work on your hips, hamstrings, and different parts of the body. So in this practice, we hold for longer time. So make sure you have some props, some bolster, pillows and cushions around you, maybe blocks, whatever that makes you feel better in this practice. And since we hold into our poses for longer time, we also follow a few principles. So one of which is to hold into a poses at a perfect edge that you need to find for yourself. Each one will have a different edge, a point which feels comfortable enough for you but not too easy at the same time, right? So there's some sensation happening and at the same time there's some work happening on the body. So finding that edge, also we remain still in our poses, we don't move too much, we get into a meditative state, mindful state, and just watch our body, watch our breath, watch all the sensations. That's all we need to do. So a total surrenderance after you find the edge. Principle number 3 is we hold into our poses for the time that we have decided. So we work on a mental strength, because your body will tell you, your mind will tell you that I can't do it anymore, because your mind is not used to staying still for that long and it can really pose some challenges. So let us watch through those challenges as well. So let's meet on the mat and let's practice this together. Starting your breath awareness in Virasana. If that is possible for you, it's a very good stretch for your thighs and also ankles. You can come in the kneeling down position, keeping your knees hip distance apart, the back of the foot resting on the floor. Support your ankles with a folded napkin or the towel if needed, and take your cuff out. And then slowly bring your hips down in between your heels. You can see my feet are parallel to each other. If your hips do not reach all the way down to the ground, then you slide a bolster or a cushion or a block, and sitting nice and straight with your chin parallel to the floor. Otherwise, simply sitting in a cross-legged position or any other meditative pose that feels good to you. Relax your shoulders and sweep this awareness throughout the body. And see how far can you surrender. Does your mind allow you to let go and relax in this moment, in the present moment? Or does it take you away from this experience? Something to notice. And sometimes swiftly it will just take you away without you even realizing. And the moment you find yourself, find where it has taken you. If there's any discomfort that you feel, Allow yourself to see it and be with it. Unless it is a call from your body to step out of your pose. And notice your hips touching the ground. Whatever texture that you can feel with your body, your palms touching your clothes maybe, and feel that texture. Feel the touch of the air with your skin. Listen to the sounds around you, the far off and the closer ones. There's so much we can observe in this moment. There is no end to it. And with that grounding, let us join the palms to the heart center. We will be chanting one Om Three Shantis. Breathe in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. You can place your palms on the behind you and you're shifting your weight on one hip, swing your right leg forward, shift your weight on the other hip to swing your other leg forward. And then bend both of your knees, place your feet hip distance apart, maybe feet pointing a bit diagonal or parallel to each other. Press your palms to lift your hips up to come into Malasana, the Scott pose. If you need to, place cushion under your heels because that feels more comfortable, because we are going to hold for long. Do that. And you may want to just surrender your torso forward. You can simply rest your arms over your knees. You can cross your arms also and allow your torso to hang forward and your head also hanging forward. Even though the body weight is kind of in the center, relax the shoulders, relax your breath, and surrender. Feel free to use the bolster, maybe vertically using and resting your head on the bolster and hugging the bolster.
energy. In each and every pose, we are surrendering deeper and deeper, letting go more and more. And maybe from here, shifting your weight to a little bit forward to the mound of your toes. Start to lift your hips up. You're going to move into the dangling pose from here itself. As you lift your hips up, your torso hangs down and forward. If your knees are bent, that's okay. Or if you can straighten your knees fully, that's also fine. Whatever feels okay to you here. A nice gentle stretch to your hamstrings, so do not try to push. We are going to stay here for about 4 minutes, so making sure you're finding your edge. And once you find your edge, surrender. Notice the slow opening in your hamstrings, slow opening in your hips, wherein the gravity is doing the whole work. Gravity is working on your pose, the pose is working on your body. You don't have to really actively chase anything here. And we can implement the same principle in our life as well, wherein we take actions and can we just surrender the results? Because sometimes we can't really control the outcome of our actions, and we should just let that be and let things unfold on their own. Exactly like here, we are allowing the asana to work on the body and let it unfold for us. Breathing in and out through your nostrils always. And you can start to slowly bring your hips back down. And place your palms behind you. Extend your legs forward. Straighten your knees. If you feel like making some movement, like maybe dropping your knees on the side, bring them back, or rotating your ankles, just listen to your body and it will tell you what movement that it wants to make. The next pose that we are going to explore is deer pose. So you can maybe face the shorter, longer edge of the mat, or I would say we are going to lie down on the side of the mat facing the shorter edge. So place yourself accordingly. You can start with facing the shorter edge of the mat in the opposite side,
And then placing your palm right hip behind you, drop both of your knees on the side. So you can see there is a 90-degree between my knees and the calf, and you can also seek the 90-degree if it is possible for you. If not, then maybe draw your feet a little bit closer, whichever feet is troubling you. And if this feels okay to you, you start to twist yourself to the right, and you can stay here simply. You can also place blocks if your arms don't reach the ground, and lift the torso. If this feels good and you want to take your torso a little down, you can also do this. Some of you may be able to go all the way down, then fine, maybe place your arms down on the mat and allow yourself to really surrender. Once you find your edge, you can also cross your arms, let your forehead rest on the crossed arms, or placing a cushion or the bolster, anything that suggests a good, comfortable pose for you, wherein you can feel some sensations happening in the body, some openings happening in the body, and as well as relaxation. Surrender your torso fully and see what happens to the body. And from here, you can place your palm onto the mat, lift yourself back up, and we are going to move into cat pulling its tail. So place your elbow back down on the ground, straighten both of your knees on the, so lying down on the side basically as much as you can, and you can just rest your head over your palm, resting on the elbow. And now take your left leg, the top leg, forward as far as forward as you can take, and take your back leg back. You can simply stay here or bend your back knee, catch hold of your back foot with the palm and drop it back towards the floor with your top palm, okay? And we stay here for about 3 minutes. If you're not able to catch hold of your back foot, that's okay. You can simply bend and dropping your left arm behind you. If you are able to catch hold, great. Just noticing the sensation and stay here. Relax. Allow your top shoulder to surrender to the back side as if it is being pulled to the back side. You can always use the belt. And at any point you feel that you are tired of lifting your your head up like that, you can then straighten your right elbow and resting your head on your upper arm. You can do that as well if at any point you feel that it feels uncomfortable this way. A really good also a pose wherein you can just chill and be with yourself. Getting some nice creative ideas maybe. So more mind that you find your mind to be relaxing, more creative it gets, more creative ideas you get. So getting your mind to a relaxed state is the perfect way to getting into the creativity. And slowly release, straighten your bottom leg, bring your left leg up or the top leg up and roll yourself back palms on the ground, lift yourself back up, and we're going to move on to the other side for a deer pose again. Starting with open feet, knees pointing up, palms behind your hips, dropping both of your knees on your left twist. So your chest is facing toward the shorter edge of your mat beyond your left thigh. And see if you want to send this back leg a little bit more away or you want to keep it closer depending on what you feel at your edge. And let's move into cat pulling it still. So you can either come up and then get into the pose, or you can directly start to transition yourself from here itself by resting your head on your palm. Bring your feet together on top of each other, and then bring your top leg forward and back leg back, bending at the knee. Slide your back leg a little bit more back if it is okay for you. If your top leg doesn't reach the ground, you can also support it with a cushion or the bolster or block, anything. Keeping it on top of something, that's also fine. And let us explore the body in this pose on the other side. And there could be some poses wherein you don't feel much of sensation, and that's okay. It's okay to relax into those poses completely. It can be, and the sensation can be very different for different people, depending on how your body is feeling on a particular day. So you don't have to look for deep sensations. And slowly you can release and lie down on your belly. We're going to move into a little bit of shoulder release. Extend your arms in the T shape, broken wings. You can rest your chin on the mat. Right palm right next to your chest. Bend your right knee and flip your body over, bringing your chest forward to the front. And then place your right foot behind your left thigh. Now, if your foot doesn't reach the ground, you can place it over a block or any other prop that you have around you. And allow yourself to surrender. Feel the opening in your left shoulder. Some of you may be comfortable to take your left arm and drop it back. You can explore that, or maybe stretching it a little up. And I would say just fine wherever it feels most comfortable to you.
On a stiff shoulder day, it can get little intense, otherwise, it should be okay. Like I have really stiff shoulders today, so I can see there is intense kind of sensation that I feel in my shoulder. And let us move on to the other side. Arms in the T shape, left arm next to the left chest, bend your left knee and turn yourself over.
And slowly come back to the center. And we're going to lie down on our back. So you can either turn around and lie down on your back, or if you want to switch your side, then you can lift yourself back up. If you want, for the next pose, you can have a bolster for the bridge pose, or the pile of pillows or cushions is also fine. You can also use block. I don't find block that comfortable, but maybe I just have to get used to it. But I don't use blocks much. You can use the block if it feels good to you. Um, so you can keep your knees bent, feet hip distance apart, hands on the side, and then maybe lifting your torso a little bit. For this height, block is fine. If you're just using a little bit height, then slide the block under your sacrum. For too much height, it can get uncomfortable, especially if you're not able to balance on the block. If you are able to balance, then good, no problem at all. So you can just do this if you want a little bit more relaxation. So when I said I don't like to use blocks, only for restorative poses that I meant. I like little something which has little bit cushion to it, because I want to also relax. So maybe using a bolster. If you don't have anything, that's okay. You can still hold on to this pose, just that you'll have to activate your core enough to hold against the gravity. So choose your variation and let us just spend some time here. Maybe a little bit of opening of the chest by bringing your shoulder blades together, and then surrender. After some time, if you feel like straightening your knees, you can do that. It will only deepen your sensation in the back. So try if that feels good to you. Allow your legs to be free and loose here. And from here, you can slowly draw your heels back if you are with straight legs, and then lift your pelvis up off the ground. Slide the bolster out if you're using the prop, and bring the hips back down. Bring both of your knees closer to your chest and then open your legs up towards the ceiling. Maybe lift your hips a little bit off the floor to place your palm inside your foot from the side, and then bring your hips back down, your lower back pressing down for happy baby pose. Your knees and your heels are almost in one line if possible. If you feel your knees need support, you can again place a cushion or something under your knees. It can be a little intense stretch, but let us just explore us here. We'll hold here for about 3 minutes. If your palms don't reach the feet, reach out to your shin, ankle, wherever you can reach. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and connect with all the sensations. And you can slowly bring your feet together, bring your knees back together, hug your shin, bring your groin muscles back into the neutral pose, neutral position. And now from here, you can extend your arms in the T shape and maybe drop both of your knees onto your right or to your left, placing a cushion or the bolster in between your knees if need be. Or you can cross your legs, the right thigh over the left one, wrap your shin around and dropping that top knee towards the opposite side. Looking at the right palm maybe. Right shoulder is still resting on the floor. If your knees don't reach the ground, okay, support it with a cushion, otherwise just let it be. Coming back to the center, change the side. And slowly come back to the center. Let us relax for a couple of minutes here into neutral pose. Arms away from the torso, maybe slightly tuck your chin to align your neck with the spine. Knees can be bent, or let your legs fall apart on the ground and relax. So choose your variation to relax here. Let yourself be. Continue to stay connected with your breath. And you can continue to relax for a longer time. If you want to come out, you can start to move your body. Maybe your toes and fingers gently. You can move your head from one side to the other. And bring your feet together. Stretch your arms up. Stretch your whole body. And roll over to your right. Whenever you feel ready, you can come up into your sitting posture. Take a moment here to absorb the practice, to absorb all the benefits of the practice. And let us set an intention to have a mindful day throughout. Post this practice, we'll be chanting one Om Tri Shantis to seal the practice for today. Breathe in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for joining me in. So let me know in the comment section how you feel after this practice, or if you have anything to say, any feedback, or any kind of practice that you may want from me. I would love to see you again in some other practice. Until then, bye bye.